Oh, hello, son. Today, I'm talking about a skin called Aura, which is a skin made by, Jerk? Jerk? I think it's Jerk. This whole bit of the skin is just neat. The back button has an animation to it, with a lot of care towards it. The only problem I can see is the fact that the first arrow starts off fully lit, which makes the start look kind of sudden. To fix this, you should just make the start arrow fade in instead of just pop in. But honestly, that's just me trying to find problems. In fact, this whole bottom section is very strong. The skinner will use the same texture he placed on the main screen, which helps with consistency. The profile section gets a texture too. It's actually really precise, so props on that. The tabs up top are skinned, and they've been given a blue tint. I wonder why. The song list itself is very pleasant. Song buttons have nice abstract backgrounds and the colors flow together. The whole package is just smooth. The very subtle pop-out is appreciated. I haven't really seen that emboss and bevel effect used this efficiently in quite some time. It makes the buttons look really crisp, like a nice cool can of Pepsi. Live for now. The mod icons are good, though I was expecting the pop-out, emboss and bevel treatment that the song buttons got. Whatever. The mod icons follow the established meta for mod icons. Mods that make the map easier should be green, harder should be red, and anything else should be a different color, and the shorter mod names. And then it breaks that meta because the perfect mod icon is SS instead of PF. What a rebel. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that the menu buttons are skinned. As a result, I will have to give the skin a con for that. I will also throw the nearest object. Let's talk about that ranking panel. So, Jerk added a transparent background that covers the whole screen. He also uses these stripes across the ranking panel itself and the graph. The main menu texture also comes back here. Score numbers are slim and light. The blue count text, or the X's, look right at home here. The period looks like it is a little bit too high up. It's also a little large given the relative size of the numbers around it. The percent symbol is just a notch too high. While I won't have to throw something again, I will have to give it a con for that. The score text is pencil thin and perhaps a tiny bit high up. Gray letters are interesting. Personally, I wish that they weren't all the same color, but that doesn't stop me from being able to tell that an A is an A and a B is a C. The gameplay is stellar. The hit circles are cool and fun to play with. They just feel good. The cursor is that style we all know and love. It looks good, plays good, and fits with the skin. Sliders are also good, in a good way. They don't have any end circles, which is also good. Spinners are good too, except one thing that's not so good. The RPM number is not centered. The key input area is weird. Instead of just being squares, Jerk made them rectangles. They look like tabs. The pause screen is nice. It's actually a screen, not just a window. It's all centered and crisp just like a Pepsi and everything. Plus, the blue tint coming from the top is a nice touch. The failed screen is kind of depressing. That giant red failed text along with the music is creepy. Either that or I'm a wuss. The box should be a little shorter though. The button symbols also aren't colored in a way that is fitting, but I'm pretty sure that's a limitation of skinning in general. Some fail music like this would do. That was a joke. The hit sounds are great. They're nice and subtle. The song selection screen and the ranking screen both get a 4 out of 5. The gameplay gets a 5 out of 5. The skin itself gets a 4 out of 5, but not just any 4 out of 5. An efficient 4 out of 5. There are many 4 out of 5s like it, but this one belongs to Jerk, or Jerk.